July.
Wow.
I don't remember what the last one was.
Ooh,
I think it might have
spring.
been June.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I think it was April. It was April.
What?
I remember saying it very dramatically.
I see.
It's your turn.
July 1867. 3 months had passed since Saito had left the Shinsengumi, taking his men and also some of our men with him. Late one evening, I laid in my warm futon at an hour where I should have been asleep, but I was tossing and turning in my bed. My mind was wide awake. I wasn't falling asleep anytime soon. Boy, I feel this. But why? I was nervous, certainly, and I trained earlier that day, but neither of those was anything new. I needed to get to sleep soon, or I'd oversleep in the morning, and that would be embarrassing. As I forced my eyes shut for the 1000th time, I heard someone calling out for me.
Ah.
The voice outside belonged to Hijikata. I scrambled to my feet.
Yeah, what are you doing here? God. What?
A visitor?
Who the fuck would come to visit me? My dad? Especially at such a late hour. I stood puzzled, but I rushed to get dressed and shuffled towards the common room. I miss our old common room.
Yeah.
I slid open the door and walked in, and I was surprised at what I saw. Oh, it's this part.
Yeah, my sleep. Yeah, anyways.
Oh my
Dude,
god.
why is he like this?
Oh no, I'm so sorry about my terrible hair.
It's not like I was trying to fucking sleep or anything. Oh god.
Why is he still here?
Literally.
A joke! That was? What the shit?
That might be weirder, actually.
Okay.
Even Sanon is here. Seeing all the captains of the Shinsengumi gathered, I shook with nerves. Went to sit down in the corner, but when I locked eyes with the person sitting in front of me, my eyes grew wide. Reason being, the person who was sitting was... There she is.
Sen?
So, my visitor was Sen. What could she be doing here? Only then did I notice a super beautiful woman dressed as a ninja seated next to Sen.
Oh, wow!
I forgot how to speak. Oh, shit! My mouth kept wanting to say next after every word.
Bodyguard.
I looked at the captains, hoping someone would explain the situation.
The situation.
Oh no! Your shit is contagious. Guess he's leaving it up to me to talk first. Whoa.
So, Sen, what brings you here today?
Tonight? Even though I was nervous at the very least, our relationship was beyond just acquaintances. Wink. Sen looked back at me with a stern expression, and she looked down before speaking calmly. Whoa there.
Come to take me.
I wish people could see the eyebrow waggle you just did. I wasn't even looking at you, but could see it out of my peripheral.
What do you mean? I don't quite understand what you're saying.
It smells good downstairs. Like potatoes.
Is she here to take me too? I'm sorry, hold on. Why should I go with you first, you know?
You know, sell me on it.
いきなり訪ねてきて彼女に合わせるなんて言い出すよ。あんたらこいつの親戚か何かか。こいつの方には心当たりはねえよ。
I don't even have a dad now. He's dead to me.
Son, can you explain a little more?
まあそうよね。いきなりこんなことを言ってもわけがわからないわよね。わかったわ。順を追って説明するわね。
我々は席を外していた方がいいかね。
いえ、同席していてください。
Spilling all my tea in front of these people. Okay, gotcha.
She glanced around the room, looking at each of the captains, and started to speak.
あなたたち風間を知っていますよね。何度か刀を交えていると聞きました。
なぜそのことを知ってる？
この今日で起きていることはだいたい私の耳に入ってくるんです。
なるほど。お前も奴らと似たようなうさんくさい連中の一味ってことか。
あんなのと一緒にされるのも不本意だけど、でも遠からずかしら。
まあいい。風間の話だったな。
あいつは池田や金門の変二条城と
I like how that second one was different in the Japanese.
Oh,
何度も俺たちの邪魔をしてきた薩長の仲間だろう。
仲間っていうより彼らは彼らで何か目的があるみたいだったけどね。
どっちにしても俺たちの敵ってのは確かだ。
彼らの狙いがそこにいる彼女だということも。
Sen gestured at me for the captain's benefit, then fixed me with a level stare. What's going on? This is getting stranger and stranger, and I was starting to think that I didn't really want to know the rest of the story.
それも承知している。確か彼らは自らを鬼と名乗っていたな。信じているわけではないが。
いえ、鬼と言われた方が妥当でしょう。3人が3人とも人間離れした相手ということですし。
super bless you.
それなのに人の世界では全く名が通っていない。そんなことは本来ありえないことです。
三男さんがそういうことを言うのって珍しいですよね。
So, go on, son.
彼らが人でないことはあなたたちもよくお分かりの様子ですね。ならば話は早いです。実を申せばこの私も人ではありません。
What?
本来の名は千姫と申します。
Prince, royalty are not human. Confirmed.
I'm a demon, but also a princess. Hey. With that, she gave us an elegant bow, exactly like what one might expect from a princess.
私は千姫様に代々仕えております忍びの家のものでございます。
なるほど。初対面だっつうのにやけに愛想がいいと思ってたが、お前の狙いは花から俺を通じて新選組の情報を仕入れることか。
さあ、何のことにござりましょう。
She tilted her head to the side politely and met Hijikata's glare with an innocent smile.
なんだよ土方さん。よく見ろ新八。君菊さんだ。島原で会った時と風景は違うが顔は同じだろ。
Kimigiku smiled.
この国には古来より鬼という生き物が住んでいました。幕府や諸藩の高い位にある者は皆知っていたことです。ほとんどの鬼たちは人間と関わらずただ静かに暮らすことを望んでいました。です鬼の強力な力に目をつけた時の権力者は自分たちに力を貸すよう求めました。
I'm sorry, she has 4 different haircuts.
Yeah, there's a
She wants to
lot
think
going
about
on with
that.
her hair.
And so, did the demons obey?
多くの者は拒みました。人間たちの争いや彼らの野心になぜ自分たちが加担しなければならないのかと。ですがそうして断った場合圧倒的な兵力で押し寄せてきて村落を滅ぼされることさえあったのです。
That's terrible.
鬼の一族は次第に各地に散り散りになり人目を避けて暮らすようになりました。人との交わりが進んだ今では純潔に近い鬼はそう多くはありません。
それがあの風間たちだということかな。
Sen nodded.
今西国で最も血筋が良い家といえば薩摩藩の後ろ盾を得ている風間家です。棟梁は風間千景、
千景風間。
そして東国で最も大きな家は雪村家、あなたの家よ。
What?
雪村家の鬼たちが隠れ住んでいた里は人間たちの手によって滅ぼされたと聞いています。ですが彼女は雪村一族の生き残りではないか。
So we're not the biggest anymore, it's just
特別
me.
に強い鬼の力を感じるの。
That's literally impossible. Have you seen me hold a sword?
Right.
わかる限りではあるけど、お菊にもあなたの家のことを調べさせたわ。
Oh, hey, did you find my dad?
信じられるのも無理はありませんが、まず間違いないかと。
The revelation of all this was nearly impossible to comprehend. I was at a loss for words. I mean, I was told I was not a human, but a being called the demon? Couldn't believe it, but at the same time, all the odd things that occurred all made sense now. Now I knew why Cosmo was after me, why I had healed so much more quickly than anyone else.
純血の鬼の子孫であれば、風間が彼女を求めるのも道理です。鬼の血筋が良い者同士が結ばれれば、より強い鬼の子が生まれるのですから。
なるほど。嫁にする気か。
風間は必ず彼女を奪いに来るでしょう。今のところ本気で仕掛けてきてはいないようですが、それがいつまで続くかは分かりません。そうなった時、
Oh, so this is a
あなた
weird
たち
way
が
to
守
court
り
a
きれると
lady.
は思えない。
Occasionally threaten her and her friends.
たとえ新選組だろうと、鬼の力の前では無力です。
なあ、千姫さんよ。無力ってのはちと言い過ぎじゃねえか。新八の言う通りだ。ちっとばかし俺たちを見くびりすぎだぜ。
今まで互角に戦うことができたのは彼らが本気ではなかったからです。
では本気になってもらおうではありませんか。本物の鬼の力とやらを見せていただきたいものです。
Okay, then you can go die on your
Sanan, shut up.
Kazuma and his friends had already demonstrated incredible strength. Even the captains of the Shinsengumi had been easily brushed aside. That wasn't even the full extent of their strength. Battle to the death against one of them would be...
新八や原田の言う通りだ。確かに連中は人並み以上の力は持ってやがったが、絶対に勝てねえほどの力の差はなかった。たとえ奴らが多少手加減してたとしてもな。
そうですね。こっちには泣く子も黙る鬼副長がいますし。
そうじ、てめえは黙ってろ。
お気持ちはよくわかりますが、実際にはそう簡単でないことは分かっていらっしゃるのでしょう。あなたたちの役目は今日の治安を守ることであって、彼女を守ることではないのですし。
Forget about her.
ですから私たちに任せてください。私たちなら彼女を守りきれます。
おいおい、決めつけんじゃねえよ。俺たちじゃあいつらに勝てねえってのか。言葉は悪いが、そっちの戦力は女が2人だろ。あんたらの細腕で風間や天霧、知らぬいと渡り合えるとは思えねえんだがな。
何よりよそ者が僕たち新選組の内情に口を出さないでほしいよね。
Both Sen and Kimikiku seemed to be thrown off by the captain's reactions.
土方さんはどうお考えですか。風間たちの力を承知しているあなたなら、姫のお話お分かりいただけるのではありませんか。彼女をこちらに渡してくださいな。
それとこれとは話が違う。鬼ごときに恐れをなして一旦守ると決めた相手を放り出すってのは俺たちのやり方じゃねえんだ。それにあんた方が鬼だってのは100歩譲って認めてやってもいいが、だからって別にあんた方を信用したわけじゃねえからな。
随分な物言いですわね。千姫様は鈴鹿御前様の血を引く。
おきく、おやめなさい。今は そのようなことを言っている時ではありません。
Her tone was calm and friendly, but it left no room for argument.
私も土方君に同意します。もし彼女が人とは違う生き物の血を引いている
Oh god, just end your sentence there.
今後いろいろとご協力願いたいこともありますしね。
Kimigiku glared at him. She probably didn't say anything out of concern for Sen.
そうですか。困りましたね。どうしても承知してはいただけませんか。
ちょっと待ってくれるかね。肝心なことを確かめていないじゃないか。
Kondo's the only man looking out for us.
Right.
雪村君、君はどう思うんだね。
Well, you see, me, that's
I couldn't give an immediate answer. It wasn't that I was doubting Sen and Kimigiku, but
そうか。我々の前では何かと話しにくいかもしれないな。よかったら千姫さんと二人で話してくるといい。
近藤さん、そいつは。
Hishikado tried to protest, but Kondo didn't change his expression.
Kondo, how could you give women rights?
あちらも君菊さんに同席してもらえばいいのですし。
まあいいじゃないか。我々は今までずっと彼女の意思を無視し続けてたんだしな。彼女がここを出たいというのであれば止めることなどできんだろう。
Kondo.
たく、相変わらず甘いんだな。
ま、近藤さんが言うんじゃ。
Oops. His words spoke for the rest of them as well. They might not like it, God damn it. But Kondo was the chief, correct. What he said went. But it was above his title alone. I think his personality usually won out these sorts of issues.
二人きりになった途端、そのまま彼女を連れ去る。
心配は無用です。鬼は一度交わした約束は守りますから。
I'll be fine. Sen isn't a bad person.
ありがとう。
When she smiled, her expression had returned to that of a girl her age. Wow. A few moments later, we found ourselves alone in my room.
突然押しかけられた上、いろいろなことを言われて混乱したでしょう。ごめんなさいね。本来ならこんなやり方はしないんだけど。
Oh no, it's fine. I'm sorry about, men. They're, you know how they get. So,
ま
meh.
あ、あれぐらいは予想してたから、いきなりあんな話を信用しろって方が無茶だもんね。鬼と呼ばれる生き物が本当に存在してる。なん、
Oops.
それよりも、さっきの提案、どうかな？ちゃんと考えてみてくれる？
I had
indeed. What is happening to you?
Sorry, what do you mean?
You're not
As if this has
even
never
paying
happened
attention.
before.
It really hasn't ever. If Sin had come to me when I'd first arrived in Kyoto, I might well have taken her up on her hospitality. But now...
新選組の人たちはあなたを守れると言ってたけど、私は無理だと思う。
Perhaps what she said was true. The Shinsengumi were powerful and skilled. I'd seen them face overwhelming odds and emerge victorious, but those odds had always been only human. The strength of even a single demon was something great and terrible, of that there was no doubt. We had all seen so firsthand, and some had even lost their lives to that strength. The same fate could occur even to the captains of the
今
Shinsengumi.
後、今日の政局はますます混乱するはずよ。そんな時に風間がやってきたらどうなると思う？あなたは新選組から離れるべきだわ。そうすれば彼らも心置きなく戦える。
Sin-
Oh, look what I have here.
Yeah, it's your fault for
Sen.
taking so long to say your lines. Her eyes were serious but warm and honest. Whatever else she might be, her concern for me was real.
Thank you, Sen, but
I hesitated. Just couldn't get myself to
もし
agree.
かしてここから離れたくない理由でもあるの？
yeah.
誰か心に思う人がいるとか。
No. What? Her question had been entirely innocent, although it had caught me off guard. Couldn't possibly lie to her. What do I tell her? I mean, technically, no, because he's not here.
Right? Like what?
But, okay, guide, whatever you say.
Sure.
I nodded and did my best to look confident. She seemed a little surprised, but she eventually looked relieved and softened up.
そっか。それが誰なのかまでは聞かないけど、あなたが一人の女の子として見つけたものが、それなら離れろなんて言えるはずないか。
I'll miss you forever.
This will be a mistake we regret, I guarantee
Why
you.
is she not an option at all?
Right.
Thanks for waiting.
どうだった？結論は出たかな？
I wonder if you don't pick any of the, or if you don't get close enough to any of the guys, if it'll like put you on a like common route type of thing, but then it ends up just being like, fine, I will go with you.
Haven't we already done our own path? Like Yukinora's solo thing?
I don't think so. We did bad ends before, but I don't think we did like the nobody ending.
I feel like we somehow always manage to do that the first time we play one of these games.
That's because usually the first time we don't use a guide. But this one has the indicator, so I don't think we would have fucked that up.
What indicator?
The fucking butterfly over the moon indicator. It's so obvious. What do you mean, what indicator?
Sorry. When does the butterfly thing go off if you're going solo? At the sky? To our ceiling?
No, it just never goes off.
Ah.
God. Before I could speak, Sen stepped
はい
forward.。
彼女のことをこれまで通りよろしくお願いします。
Sen!
姫様、よろしいのですか、本当に。
ええ、もう決めたことだから。今は彼女の意思を優先しましょう。
わかった。そういうことなら今後も我々新選組が責任を持って彼女の身を預からせてもらおうじゃないか。
まあ大船に乗ったつもりで任せとけって。
新八の船は泥船だけどな。しかしまあよかったな。
ここに残るなんて君も物好きだね。肝が据わってるのか単に鈍感なだけなのか。
What?
言っておくが、客人扱いする気はねえからな。
What? Yeah, I mean, You know what? Fine. Fuck off. Thanks for letting me stay, I guess.
Sen took my hands in hers and let her eyes rest on
くれ
mine.
ぐれも気をつけてね。私はいつでもあなたの
Sen,
味方だから。
no one,
only
no one
reason-
cares about me the way that you do. Please.
The only reason that she's letting me stay here is because you guys said you would protect me, but oh, no special treatment. I guess I'll just fucking die. Thanks, Sen.
She gave me one last warm smile, and then Sen and Kimikiku were gone.
Ugh.
Once again, sleep refused to come. My mind worked furiously, turning over everything Sen had told me, examining it from every angle. I was a demon. Not only that, but I was the head of a pure-blooded demon clan that was nearly destroyed, my heritage being the reason for Kazuma's continued interest.
I'm sorry, if Saito were here, we wouldn't have to deal with this injustice. Ugh. Anyways, gosh. God.
I had decided to stay with the Shinsengumi, but was that really the best idea? Should I have maybe just left?
Yes.
I'd wanted to stay, of course, and I didn't really think that leaving was a reasonable choice, but what if I made a mistake?
Oh god.
An immediate mistake. I heard a sound from outside and it made me jump. That sound, could it be? I heard Shimada from the hallway.
Yeah?
The door snapped open as Shimada stepped in. His eyes darted back and forth nervously, and his body was tense.
Has something happened?
はい。鬼たちが屯所に襲撃をかけてきました。
Boy, that was fast.
What?
奴らの狙いは君です。この部屋でじっとしていてください。
Should I?
I was the reason they'd come here. How could I justify sitting on my hands while others fought my battles for me? I didn't know what to do.
They're after me if I go outside of the compounds. Then I won't cause any more trouble to everyone.
そんなこと、誰も迷惑などとは思っていません。
Uh-huh. If they find out that I'm not here anymore, they may leave.
それは確かにそういう手もあるかもしれませんが、では行くなら俺も共に行きます。
Okay.
Shimada and I left my room, attempting to leave the compounds from the back.
Ah.
Suddenly, I thought I saw something fly past me, and then... It seemed like Shimada noticed it too. Then once more. Uh-oh. His large body was flung high through the air. Shimada's body was smashed against the side of the wall. Oh god.
Shimada!
Tried to run up to him, but then... but he will eventually wake up.
君は私と共に来てもらいます。本意ではありませんが、これ以上お遊びに時間を割きたくはないもので。
He tried to escape, but it was...
無駄なことを。
Ah!
Came from behind and bound my hands before putting his hands over my mouth. Hey now.
Hey now.
Desperately tried to shake him off, but he held me down with all of his weight and power, so I couldn't even budge. I'm supposed to be a demon. Where's my strength and power?
Literally.
Where is he taking me? He moved unhindered to the back entrance. The rest of the Shinsengumi had been drawn off by the commotion elsewhere. I could hear the clang of swords from somewhere nearby, but I couldn't see anything. Perhaps if I cried out.
I'm sorry, if we don't get the superhuman strength, then those dudes better not get the super healing powers.
Right, maybe like the different clans of the demons had different superpowers. Hishikata and the men may hear me, but since he was covering my mouth, I wasn't even able to scream.
おとなしくしていてください。我々の目的は君を捕らえることであって。
Okay, but it sounds like y'all are fighting them anyways. So your point
sounds
is
like you're the only one who thinks that.
Right. Saw Shimada's limp body crumpled at the base of the pillar and bit my lip. What do I do? I keep looking at the wrong fucking chapter. If I resisted, the Shinsengumi would suffer. But if Amagiri was telling the truth, then all I had to do was keep quiet and they'd be safe. That doesn't sound likely, but sure. We left the Nishi Hongwanji temple and shot out into the back streets of Kyoto. He ran so fast I almost felt like we were flying. Whee! His hold on me had never relaxed, but he was moving faster than I'd ever seen anyone go. Not only were demons strong, it seemed they had other powers we'd yet to see. Like mine. I shuddered. For now, it was probably best that I stayed quiet. Didn't know where he was taking me, but perhaps I could learn something about them if I did as he asked. My goal would be to gather information and then look for a chance to escape. I was trying to guess where we might be going when Amagiri suddenly stopped.
Something wrong, my guy?
Didn't know what happened. Keep running. Do it.
What?
I dare you. Before I had a chance to ponder what he meant, Amagiri called out to the darkness. After a moment, I saw a shape move in the shadows. Stepped forward into the light, revealing...
Saito!
I don't believe it. I haven't seen him once ever since he left with the Shinsengumi. I mean, left the Shinsengumi.
どうしていただけませんか。急いでいましたね。
何故あんたがその娘を連れている。さしずめ豚書を荒らした上、新選組と関わりがある者を連れ去った。このまま見過ごすわけにはいかんな。
He's expressionless as always, but but his eyes seemed like he showed signs of concern. Am I seeing things? Wonder if I imagined
どう
it.
いう風の吹き回しです？君はもはや新選組とは関わりがないと聞いていましたが。
俺が新選組に属しているか否かは今は関係ない。問題は貴様がその娘を連れているということだ。同意の上で連れ出したわけではあるまい。
もしそうだとしたらどうするつもりなのです？
問答無用だ。行くぞ。
Please don't stab me on accident. The final word became a sudden yell, and Saito launched himself towards Amagiri, his sword springing from his scabbard.
His sword.
Boop. The momentum of his charge drove the blade into a sideways slash, and I heard the hiss of a sword. Pass inches from my ear. Girl, I'm right here. Can you not? Amagiri saw Saito's blade and dodged it. I could hear the wind from the blade past my ears.
なるほど。早い。人の技とは思えぬ腕前だ。
その娘を抱えたままやり合うつもりか。あんたたちはその娘に死なれては困るのではないか。
True, if Amagiri hadn't dodged that last strike, I would have been split nearly in two.
俺はその娘が死んだところで困らん。
Wait,
Thanks,
he was
Saito.
aiming for us?
Wow.
What the fuck? Although it sounded cold, I could sense that he didn't truly mean it.
We are delusional.
Because if he didn't truly care if I died or not, he wouldn't have needed to get in the way of Amagiri. Confusion. Suddenly the weight of Amagiri's grip was gone.
いいでしょう。今夜は君の策に乗って引き下がることとしましょう。
This guy always cracks me up. And with that, Amagiri was gone. Another shadow in a night full of them.
He's the true gentleman. He should be on the romance path.
Really? When he asked me, I finally got a grip of myself.
Oh yeah, so it's cool. Thanks, Saito.
礼には及ばん。雪係上、助けたに過ぎんからな。
Would he have really killed me if Amagiri had refused to back down? Didn't seem very likely, but I mean, there's no way to know for sure without asking. Then again, asking him wouldn't help either. Doubted he would give me a straight answer if I did.
何がおかしい？
Oh good, we've started laughing to ourselves like a crazy person.
Haha, haha, nothing, haha.
None of that, however, answered the question that had abruptly forced itself into my mind. What was Saito doing here?
Are you like...
Perhaps this was more of a convenient imagination on my end.
Gonna come back to the Shinsengumi?
勘違いするな。たまたま通りがかっただけだ。
Oh, cool. Okay, passing through.
Back streets of Kyoto, in the middle of the night. The only place he could have been going was the
そ
temple.
んなことより、御両英治と新選組が関わるのはご法度だろう。誰かに見られると面倒だ。
Well, technically, I'm not Shinsengumi.
Literally. I'm not actually part of the Shinsengumi, you know.
The expression on Saito's face wasn't one I'd seen before. On another person, I might have called it
う
surprise.
まい方便を考えつくものだな。それが副長に通じるのかどうかはともかく。
Yeah, I guess he has a point. Hijikata would almost certainly take a much stricter view of the situation.
どうした？何を笑っている？
Haha, nothing, haha.
God.
You just called Hijikata Commander, Saito.
単に言い間違えただけだ。そう呼んでいた時期が長かったからな。もう行け。いつまでもここにいると不定老師に襲われかねんぞ。
But Saito!
あんたが行かぬというのなら俺が行く。
Oh.
鬼の気配も消えたようだから一人でも帰れるだろう。
And he was gone. I know Saito was saying all that, but maybe his heart is still with the Shinsengumi. Though Saito didn't specifically say so. For some reason, I was sure of it.